Hello, I'm Ederson Oliveira. I'm presenting this video for the entrepreneurgeek.com. Today we're going to be talking about being an expert. What do I mean by that? I mean that there are different ways that you can market your business. Lots of different ways. But one of those ways, and I think in a way I have figured that out a few years ago, even before I went solo, is that people will trust you if you provide knowledgeable information, if you prove that you have something to offer before charging anybody. So more precisely, how can we really do that? One way that I decided to start spreading a little bit of technical knowledge just about 2 years ago when I got started was via a video tutorial site. So I started producing tutorials in my niche area, in the area that I would be quote unquote an expert, that I know I would say a lot more than the average person out there. So I decided to start sharing my knowledge on that subject. And I did that via video tutorials. For the first year, I have done from Monday to Friday, one video tutorial every single day. And that has helped me a lot to establish myself, my name, my brand as a knowledgeable source in that particular subject. So again, I think there are two folds here. There are two aspects to what I'm talking about. One is actually the community aspect, the aspect of sharing information, of sharing without expecting anything back from that. But as a side effect, when you start sharing and you have, I would say, you have good intentions when sharing that, it will come across. People will figure out very quickly if you are just sharing for the sake of gain something, or sharing because you really believe that share is a good act, is a good deed. But again, even without expecting it, and as a side effect of that sharing of information, of putting information out there, of sharing your knowledge, people will start to recognize you as an expert. And as a side effect, business will come to you as well, because you know what? You're sharing information every single day. Well, that was my case. I'm not saying that you need to do every single day, but you're sharing information about that subject. When a potential client has the need to maybe hire someone of that expertise, and if you are in their, I would say, in their face every single day or very frequently, most likely they will remember you, and most likely they will talk to you, they will ask your opinion, they will ask your suggestions, and maybe all of a sudden, who knows, you might be doing business with him. Now, this is what I'm trying to instigate on you. If you are watching this, and if you are a developer, most likely you know a lot about a particular technology, a particular framework, a particular language, programming language, whatever it is. But start sharing that knowledge on the web. Start and put your name out there. Start associating your name with that technology, because then you start to establish yourself as a credible source in that technology, as an expert in that technology. So people will come naturally looking for you. Now, how can you do that? Well, first of all, you have to choose your medium well. I like video, but my tutorials are not myself talking like this. I'm recording what I'm doing in the computer. So that's very, I think that's the best way to do when you are dealing with a technical subject that you can demonstrate with a computer. I'm not talking about just programming language. I'm talking about any technical topic that you can describe and you can interact with via a monitor via your computer. You can record that interaction, and you can publish that on the web. So that's my medium. I have chosen video, but there are other things out there. You can write. If you are more inclined to write, you can write a blog. I mean, people say, you know, there are so many blogs out there and so many things out there. Yes, there are, but there is always a space for quality content. Now, you should not expect things to happen overnight. You see, I have a good amount of traffic to my video tutorial site, but that came after 2 years of investment of time, and at the beginning I could barely see anybody coming to the site. So, but you just have to keep going. You just have to be disciplined enough to, and the other thing is that you have to be frequent. If you decide that you're gonna write a blog post once a week, that's fine. A little bit more would be better, but keep it in a consistent basis. You know, people will expect consistency from you. If you give users, viewers, listeners, because you can do podcasts as well. You have to be consistent. You have to, if people will think that you're gonna post once a week, they will expect that. So don't disappoint them, and don't overpromise as well. Okay, don't overpromise, because again, you're gonna disappoint people too. It's better if you know, if you can only stick to one post a week, to one video a week, to one podcast a week, just do that. That's fine, but be consistent and show up every week, show up every 2 days, whatever the frequency it is that you decide to do. So start establishing yourself like this. The other thing that you may want to do is, if you are starting to put your content out there, video, blog, writing, articles, podcast, you may want to start collecting people's email addresses. So maybe you can just put something like, subscribe to my newsletter. So I will let you know once I have published my article, my video, my podcast. And again, by doing that, you're gonna have another avenue of communication with the audience. And again, you can extrapolate that to Twitter, to Facebook, to Google Plus, whatever it is, whatever is your maybe social media tool, or whatever it is, the social media tool of the week. You can choose those vehicles as well. But honest that, start to build communication channels to your potential audience, to your potential clients, who knows? But start having those communication avenues. Some people will prefer to read, some people will prefer to watch, some people will prefer to listen to things, some people will see emails more frequently, some people will go to Twitter more frequently, some people will go to Facebook more frequently. So you may want to start conversations in all those different mediums as well, in all those different channels as well. But bottom line here is this: start to establish yourself as a trusted resource in your niche, and choose a niche, pick a niche, and go deep, go with all your knowledge and all your power. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you very much, and bye.